Thinking about throwing a game night? Well, I have 7 tips to make your game night the talk of the town.
Do you break into a sweat with even the thought of having company? I'm here to help. After trying just a few of my hosting tips, you'll be more than ready to say, come on over.
Hey, it's game night, and you want to be ready. So, I'm going to give you 7 tips to make sure you pull off a wonderful game night. And here's the first tip. Have more than one guest. If you're going to play some really great competitive games, and think about maybe your parents or your grandparents and how they used to get together on Sunday nights with coffee and desserts, and they didn't just have one guest, they had several guests, because the more guests you have, the better the game night. You need to trust me on this one. And while I'm at it, pick games that require more than 2 people, because nobody wants to come to a game night and watch 2 people play a game. No, they don't. So, lots of people and lots of games that require more people. In fact, I used to take part in these progressive game nights where different games were happening in different rooms. So a bell will go off and you would have to just drop your cards, drop your money, drop whatever you were using on that game, jump up, and everybody went to the next table, and then the people before that came in and sat down where you were playing and just jumped into the game. It was so much fun and so wild, and the trash talking was fabulous.
Well, don't say anything, just listen up. You might just learn something.
So, lots of people, lots of games. Those are your first 2. Then, and this is critical, listen to me, watch me, food and beverage. You must have some sort of food and beverage. Now, it doesn't have to be something outrageous. It could just be a brownie dessert or a cake dessert or an angel food cake dessert. Or it might be a fun beverage, a margarita, a milkshake, a seasonal punch, something like that.
I want a tall, skinny, sugar-free, decaf, soy, vanilla latte, extra hot, whipped cream, double sleeve, no cup.
That will keep your guests from leaving because they're hangry, which is angry and hungry combined, which often happens with me. Just ask Mr. Jimmy.
We might need to get another person to play this part.
And they won't be thirsty. It would also keep them from saying things like, do you have something I could drink? I'm so parched. You don't want that.
I don't need water! Water's for quitters!
You also don't want to hear someone's stomach rumbling in the middle and you know they are going to leave. No, food and beverage, very, very important for these nights. Now, let's move on to the table surface. If you're going to deal cards and you're going to deal around the table, you don't want the card to get stuck here because there's a tablecloth. You want to clear that table and have a smooth surface for, let's say, face 10 or rook or any sort of card game where cards need to go flying. Clear the table. It's okay to have a naked table because we're also, remember, going to have maybe some food and beverage going. And sidebar, you might not want to serve a food that makes sticky fingers because people are going to eat that food and then touch the cards and then get your cards all skanky. And I don't know if you're a fan of Monica from Friends, but you know how the cap had to be on and everything had to be super clean.
Oh, look at her. So happy.
You don't want that to happen at your game night. You don't want that to be what guests go away from the party from, like, wow, she was really picky about those cards. So, something that maybe you can stop and eat, like a plate with cake on it. And when I say plate, do I mean paper plate? No, I do not.
Just paper plates.
Oh. That actually hurt my inner ear. Put it on a plate with a real fork and have a little pause and have some pie, have some cake, have maybe some cookies, and then get back to your game. Now, you can also have music going in the background. It should not be opera, unless that is an opera game, which would be kind of cool. something kind of laid back and going on in the background. Like maybe Karen Carpenter back here in the background. She has a nice, very easy, pleasant voice. I wouldn't mind that at a party. For those of you with children, consider having a sitter. In fact, you could invite a family with a teenager who could then come and take care of your kids, because when you're heavy into a game, maybe you're bidding or it's a very intense moment, this is what you don't want. Mom, 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 mom. You don't want that. So a sitter can take care of any question, any issue your child might have, so you can enjoy your weekend. I actually have been that sitter, and I've loved it because I was the hero at the end of the evening. If you're having a theme night, you might want to decorate for that, and that could add even more fun. Like, say for instance, Catan. That has an island theme. Now, wouldn't that be fun to have island decorations, maybe some island music, and you could even have island-type beverages and foods? That would be super cool. People would talk about that for days to come. Or let's say Codenames. You could have a spy theme. Get some spy kits, kind of keep them around. I don't know what kind of food would go with spy, but I'm sure you could get creative.
The fried mushroom looks terribly interesting.
Yes, I noticed that. I'll get around to it later.
Or say, for instance, Ticket to Ride right here. This is kind of an old-timey train game. Wouldn't it be fun to have old-timey desserts, like, you know, old-fashioned desserts? A brownie always works there, or a tea cake, or even have some tea, maybe some good old-fashioned coffee in a coffee cup. And maybe people could even come dressed up kind of old-timey if they wanted to, although that's a lot of pressure on some people. But any theme like that could be great. Now, if you're gonna have a rook night, you probably don't want people showing up as a creepy bird. That just wouldn't go over well. So, game nights used to be all the time. People kind of got away from that. And I'm sorry that they're doing that, because game nights can be so fun. With just a little bit of thought and planning on your next game night, you will be the winning host. Do you need some tips? This is gonna be like when I can't close it out. That will make it awesome. No, she doesn't like it. Okay, I can tell by this. That was a terrible shuffle. Let's try that again. Is that how you say it? Oh. All of a sudden I was like, it's Catan. And so, see, here we go, closing. Can't close it, can't land the plane. And your guests will be waiting for me to end this segment. So with just a little bit of thought and planning, like the ending of this sequence. Oh my gosh, okay. Help!
Come on over. Now go make someone feel special today.